What's up, everybody? Eddie here again for another Video Bonanza weekly showcase. Got a couple cool things to show you this week. First of all, we got a new round of reproduction carts in, and if you've been in our store looking at our Nintendo stuff, you may have noticed we have some games you've never seen before. That's what those are. Reproduction cartridges. They are games that have never existed before, for the most part, like homemade games or like mods of older games that are ported onto NES cartridges, so you can play them on your Nintendo. So, for example, we have things like Tecmo Super Bowl with updated rosters to this year, RBI Baseball with updated rosters to this year. We have a Harry Potter Legends game. It's an 8-bit Harry Potter platformy game. We have, what else do we have? We've gotten Legend of Zelda Outlands, which is, I think it uses the overworld from the first game, and it's just like a different playthrough of it. We have Castlevania Chorus of Mysteries, which is the same as like the Zelda thing. It's a different playthrough of the first game. I think it has like the same castle, layout of stuff's a little bit different, story's the same. Some of the bosses are a little bit different, but they're cool. They're really cool. They're like a new thing that's happening. Most of it's done online. We have physical copies in the store, which I think is awesome. But the game I played this week, this is the first time we've had this. This is a brand new one, and it is called DPad Hero. And as the title implies, it's a Guitar Hero-esque game that you play on your Nintendo console. And I was really excited about this because not so much recently, I don't play too much Guitar Hero anymore, but the first Guitar Hero back on PlayStation 2 was like, that's what I did when that came out. There was like this site online where you had to like take pictures of your scores and post them up, and they'd like rank you among the community and everything, and I was like top 30 in that because all I did was play Guitar Hero and had like mastered like, when do I use my star power at the correct time to get the most points, and like stuff like that, like real nerdy stuff with Guitar Hero. But that's what I used to do with that, so this is really cool. The fact that I can play a game like this on my Nintendo's awesome. Downside to this, I will say, is that there's only 4 songs from what I can tell. Now, on the 4 songs that you get, which are Sweet Child of Mine by Guns N' Roses, Harder, Better, Faster, Stronger by Daft Punk, The Way You Make Me Feel by Michael Jackson, and The Swing of Things by Aha. And you get like a rating when you finish, and you get like gold, silver, or bronze, and I haven't gotten gold yet, but it gives you like this thing after you get 1 gold. It's like, great, go and like try and get gold on all 4. So maybe you unlock more songs after you unlock all 4. I don't know, haven't looked into it, haven't gotten that far. But what I will say is that with only 4 songs, I've put in like 4 hours into this game and still haven't gotten gold on every single song because it's difficult. It plays like Guitar Hero in the sense where you have, instead of like the buttons on the guitar neck that you have to hold down while you strum, you have to hold down up, down, left, right, or nothing while you input either B or A. So it's like, it plays like mind games on you, where that's what makes it difficult, essentially, is the fact that you have to switch between hitting B and A while you're also switching on your left hand what you're doing over here. So it's like FFR, if you ever played that on the computer, which is just arrow keys. It was, I don't know if I think it was before Guitar Hero. Yeah, it was like between Dance Dance Revolution and Guitar Hero. They had that on the computer that was just the arrow keys. So it's that mixed with Guitar Hero because you have like a strum input essentially with the B and the A button. So really fun. Surprisingly, the Aha song, which I don't know, had never heard before this, is my favorite one on there. It sounds like really good translating it into 8-bit sounds because they're all 8-bit versions because it's an 8-bit game. But yeah, I like that one a lot. I mean, the Daft Punk is really good. Sweet Child of Mine was the easiest one, and then the Michael Jackson one's okay. But all in all, this game's awesome. Nice new take on the Guitar Hero series that's been done by, I don't know, probably a fan of the series put it together. So that's cool. Come check out the other stuff we have as far as reproductions goes. We don't get new ones in too often, just because it's like a nice little niche item that we like to carry. But yeah, if you've seen any that you are interested in us carry that you know exist, just let us know. We'll do what we can. Try to get those in for you. Maybe do like a special order through our guy that makes them for us. Yeah. Other than that, I played some other games. These games I didn't play for too long, but I tried them out at least. First, I played Mega Man X4 for the PlayStation. This is the first Mega Man I've played that's not a Nintendo Mega Man. I love the original series on NES. 1 through 8 is awesome. I've played X. I haven't played X2 or 3 yet because they're like kind of hard to find. I didn't have them growing up. So this I played. It's got the same style as the other Mega Man X game that I've played. It looks very similar. I will say that the music is different. It doesn't sound, I don't know, I feel like there's a sound you expect from Mega Man if you grew up on the games, on X and the original 8. And this has like, the soundtrack's good, but it's just different. It took me a little bit getting used to, a little bit to accept it, I guess. But I do like it a lot. And I wish I had more time to put into it, because I think with all Mega Man games, X and original, there's like a certain amount of time you have to put in to figure out the levels, like the little intricacies of the levels, and the patterns of the bosses. And if you don't know the patterns of the bosses, the game's frustrating as hell. So I kind of started to get frustrated and was like, whatever. Cool little tidbit, the one Magma Dragoon is one of the Mavericks that you fight, and he, during his fight, will yell like Hadogans and Shurikens and stuff like that. Like, he's got like an ability set that's the same as like Ryu from Street Fighter, which is cool because like Capcom throwing that in with it. Other than that, I played another Mega Man game. This is the first one of these I've tried. Let me get this real close so you can see it. This is Mega Man Battle Network 4 for the Game Boy Advance. And I haven't played any of these before. I actually have one. I found the second one that I had no idea I had, never played. And they're tactical RPGs essentially. So it's like you don't play as Mega Man, you play as some kid in a house, and you tap into the battle network and you use Mega Man to tap into it, and then you, like, I guess it's like you bust up viruses. There's like viruses in the network and you gotta go beat them up and make them go away. And it's, when you tap into the network, it's random encounter battles, and then it's tactical combat. You got a little map where you exist in, and there's like some dudes that are fighting you on the other side, and move around and dodge their stuff and hit them with stuff and pick your moves, and it's cool. It's like a nice change of pace, because I'm getting more into slower moving games like that. Like, not to say they move slow, but like the combat system isn't like in your face, like tap B as fast as you can to kill things. It's like, I don't know, I'm getting more into that style of game. A slower moving game, a story driven game that has a pretty simple but also complex at the same time combat system. So I liked that a lot. I don't think we have any of the other ones, but we do have that. And from what I understand, they don't go in order. So you don't need, like, it doesn't matter. You can pick up 4 and play it, and it doesn't matter that you missed 1, 2, and 3, because the stories don't really mesh together or matter together. They're just, it's the 4th one of these they made. So other than that, I played a lot of the new Professor Layton that came out. I picked that up for myself, and the game's awesome. It's graphically, it's better than the last one. The story's really cool. The story's like hit me in the feels already, and nothing's even really happened. And the soundtrack's the best of them yet. I like soundtracks that are like slow and like emotional soundtrack behind what you're doing, and that's exactly what this has. It's just like slow, sad tracks, and the game's not even really that sad. It just has like these, I don't know, these like melancholy tracks to the soundtrack, which I think it's really cool. Other than that, as usual, come by this weekend. Check out what we got. We have more new stuff than this. We have way more new stuff than this. We got a ton of GameCube stuff in at the end of Sunday. A lot of the hot titles like Mario Sunshine and like Pokemon XD and things like that. So come check that out if you're into Cube. And come bring us stuff so I can get excited about more things that are coming in that I get to play that I haven't seen before. So, as always, have a nice weekend if I don't see you. If I do see you, I'll tell you to have a nice weekend then. Thanks for watching, guys.